3 billion people. That's almost half the world's population. Imagine if every message you sent, every password you created, every private email you wrote was suddenly in the hands of criminals. This isn't science fiction. This happened. It was the Yahoo data breach, the single largest hack in history. And yet, most people barely remember it. Today, we uncover how hackers stole the private details of nearly every Yahoo account on the planet, what it cost the company, and the lessons you need to protect yourself. Because the truth is, it can happen again, and next time, it could be your account. In the early 2000s, Yahoo wasn't just another website. Yahoo was the internet. Before Facebook, before Gmail, before YouTube, Yahoo was where you went. You opened Yahoo Mail to check your messages. You logged into Yahoo Messenger to chat with friends. You visited Yahoo Finance to check stock prices, Yahoo Sports for scores, and Yahoo News for the headlines. At its peak, Yahoo Mail had more than 280 million users. It was the most popular email service in the world. But here's the shocking twist. Even as Yahoo grew into an internet giant, the company was struggling behind the scenes. Internal documents later revealed that Yahoo executives were repeatedly warned about weak security practices, but they downplayed the risks. One security engineer even described Yahoo's defenses as, quote, a house of cards. In 2013, hackers slipped quietly into Yahoo's systems. They weren't smashing down the doors, they were sneaking in through open windows Yahoo had left unlocked. What did they want? Data. And not just any data. They wanted the master keys to people's online lives. Names, emails, phone numbers, dates of birth, and most importantly, passwords. Here's where things get terrifying. Yahoo stored its passwords using an outdated encryption method called MD5. Experts had been calling MD5 broken since at least 2005. Hackers had already published tools to crack MD5 hashes in seconds. And yet, Yahoo still used it to protect billions of passwords. And they didn't just steal passwords, the attackers also grabbed security questions and answers. You know, the things you use to reset your password if you forget it. Your mother's maiden name, your first pet's name, the street you grew up on. Here's the twist. Many people reuse those security questions across multiple accounts, email, banking, even healthcare, which means hackers didn't just break into Yahoo. They now had the skeleton keys to countless other doors. And yet, Yahoo said nothing. For 3 long years, the company kept quiet. Users went about their lives, logging in every day, completely unaware that their accounts had already been stolen. And in 2014, while the first breach was still hidden, a second breach happened targeting hundreds of millions more accounts. Still, Yahoo stayed silent. September 2016, after years of silence, Yahoo finally admitted it had been hacked. The company claimed 1 billion accounts had been compromised, already the largest breach ever reported. The news shocked the world, but the real twist was yet to come. In October 2017, Yahoo updated its numbers. Not 1 billion, not 2 billion, but all 3 billion accounts had been exposed. Every single Yahoo account had been hacked. Think about that. If you had a Yahoo account, it was compromised. Period. This wasn't just the biggest hack in history. It was a crime so large it's hard to even imagine. For perspective, the entire population of the United States is about 330 million. Yahoo's breach was almost 10 times bigger. More than 40% of the world's population at the time had an account in that breach. And worse, some of those accounts dated back over a decade, meaning information long forgotten was suddenly resurfacing. And yet, Yahoo downplayed the event, issuing short press releases and vague promises. Behind closed doors, the company knew the truth. It had failed billions of people. The FBI quickly launched an investigation. What they found was alarming. The attack wasn't just the work of ordinary cybercriminals. According to the Department of Justice, Russian intelligence officers had recruited hackers to break into Yahoo. In 2017, the DOJ charged 2 Russian spies and 2 criminal hackers. The indictment revealed they had used stolen accounts to spy on journalists, government officials, and business leaders. In some cases, they even broke into the accounts of their spouses and children. One of the hackers, Karim Baratov, was arrested in Canada. He later admitted to hacking thousands of email accounts for money and was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Meanwhile, Yahoo's reputation crumbled. The SEC fined the company $35 million, 0 cents, for failing to disclose the breach in a timely manner, but the financial damage was far greater. At the time, Yahoo was negotiating a sale to Verizon, once valued at over $100 billion. 0 cents Yahoo sold for less than $5 billion, 0 cents. And because of the breach, Verizon slashed another $350 million, 0 cents off the purchase price. What was once an internet empire was now a bargain bin acquisition. But the biggest victims weren't executives or shareholders. They were ordinary people. Stolen Yahoo accounts flooded the dark web. Hackers bundled them into massive databases and sold them for just a few dollars. For criminals, it was a gold mine. Victims discovered their social media accounts hijacked, their bank accounts drained, their private emails and photos leaked. One victim told reporters they lost their entire savings after a hacker used their Yahoo account to reset their online banking password. Another discovered intimate messages from years ago posted publicly. And here's a shocking fact. Even years later, security researchers still find Yahoo credentials being sold online. Why? Because many people never change their passwords. Or worse, they use the same password on multiple accounts. So what do we take away from the Yahoo breach? The number one lesson: password hygiene. Never reuse passwords, ever. If one account is breached, every account with the same password is compromised. Use a password manager to create unique, complex passwords for every site. Enable two-factor authentication wherever possible. A password alone is no longer enough. And don't ignore old accounts. Even if you haven't used your Yahoo account in years, it's still a door hackers can exploit. Think of it this way: using the same password everywhere is like using one key for your house, your car, and your office. If someone steals that key, they own everything. But if each lock has a different key, the damage is limited. Yahoo data breach was a turning point. It showed that even the biggest companies can fail to protect their users. It showed that governments may be pulling strings behind the scenes, and it showed that governments may be pulling strings behind the scenes. And it showed that ordinary people pay the highest price for corporate negligence. Yahoo may be forgotten today, but the lesson isn't. No one will protect your digital life but you. Strong passwords, two-factor authentication, awareness. That's your shield.